Hi everyone. Welcome to your collective read. My name is Tina, and I gotta pause this for a second. Alright, thank you for waiting. I know it was just a split second for you guys, but for me, I forgot to put my little microphone, so now I have it here. I can take this off. I was listening to stuff. Alright, spooky season! We're in October. Trying out new things, see how it works. See how comfortable it gets. Also getting used to it. Just elf ears. And I got contacts too. With the nice colors. Okay. So it's a tryout. It's also spooky season, which is the whole month of October. And the culmination point is Halloween. So I don't know if I said it in the beginning. My name is Tina, and I am the one that's I'm gonna be doing a collective read. Right now I'm using Palo Santo. Smudge, 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 everybody. Smudge me. The energy. The energy. See, we got the sun and the moon behind me right there. The eclipse. Smudge all our cards. This. We're going to use something a little bit different too. Is Sacred Geometry Oracle. It'll be part of it. And I use a bit of tobacco too. How's everyone doing? If you are someone that looks at different readers, you may have noticed there's like a theme going on. It's a lot of storms happening. Storms as in either conflict or like I hear insecurities, like inner conflict type of things. And it's also fall time in North America. It is springtime in South. So there's parts of you that are falling asleep or being let go, not falling asleep. It's being let go. Okay. If you need to, you can speed up the video. I find that helps a lot because then it's like someone speaking at a regular pace instead of instead of uh, instead of instead of it being slow. It's because when you're channeling it, you're listening, and when you're listening, it slows you down. You got to be slowed down to be able to do it. I'm sure after a while we get used to it, or it comes faster. And sometimes when you're on a rant or it's just coming right through, you're just gonna say everything that comes right through. Alright, so for decks that I have, of course I have my Radiant Rider Waite, the regular one. I do have the Kipper. Telepathy Oracle. If you're interested in the same kind of cards, I showed you the Sacred Geometry, and I do have the Heaven and Hell Oracle as well. And I also have this, I think it's Dark Astrology or something, I don't know. Maybe someone can put it in the chat or in the comments below which one this one is, I forget. And now tobacco. I have enough light. Give me a moment here, I'm just gonna change the lighting. Alright. Okay. Woo. you might see my cat BB walking around and just being part of the reading as well. Okay. There's been a lot of internal processing, and those that did not want to look inside, there's been a lot of outer projection. So whatever was coming in, it was just automatically coming out. It could be your past pains. It could be you feel like you're going through a cycle all over again. $212 on the clock. That could be significant to someone. I know I have a different way, but I will mention the things that collective wants to know. Sometimes numbers that appear. 611. Or it could be a reverse 911. Because sometimes what you receive, it's the opposite. Like it's a mirror reflection. That's what's going on. A lot of mirror reflection. It's not even... It's those that are doing the internal work, they're being protected. So they appear to other people as a representation of that which you're not willing to look at. So it'll appear through all your relationships around you. Because the universe is benevolent. It'll show you what you need to know. But it's not about those people. Never mind about the flesh. It's a self-reflection. The universe sending you a message on the outside so you could go on the inside and figure out what that is. The healing part will be taken care of once you look at things. And if they make you feel a certain way, those things that you find inside, then it's a time to feel it fully and let it go. That feeling. Because it will detach itself from all the experiences it was attached to. You may have an influx of past experiences coming up to the surface of your mind, and then you feel like you're going nuts. But it's not to be relived. It's to be released. There's a window of time, November 15, that people need to get this done, not wait, so that, because once that window closes, that door, window, you're locked into a cycle, whatever's left inside of you. So if you cleared everything and allowed the universe to fill you up, like it's like you have a cup, okay, let's say you have a cup, all right, and you have all this stuff in it. You gotta empty your cup so that when the window closes, then you could be showered with the light. Now, if you only, emptied a little bit, that's how much you're going to be working with for the next 7 to 10 years. Maybe less for some, because you'll learn as you go. And those that emptied their cup fully, they will be fully filled. More than likely, it might be the healers of the world that are being called to come and heal those that are having a hard time with the transition of old you to new you. We're always in a state of evolution. Within our perspective, our mind, not our brain, our mind. The brain is a tool, it's like a calculator. Our mind is where we can see, like, our consciousness, our awareness. Words escape me right now. That's alright. We're going to get into the reading. You can I forgot to say you could speed up, but I will timestamp. I'll see if I can um, to say around what time we're starting the reading. 10:10 on the clock. All right. We're going to let the rest of that for the ancestors that will be coming in. They like tobacco. Some ancestors. It's a sacred herb for the native indigenous peoples of North America. There's sacred medicines that you can use. I'm using north and south. Palo Santo's from the south. So springtime energies with fall time. It's like the combination or the yin yang of the spring and fall equinox energies. So, oh yeah, and there's a time change for a lot of people before the end of the window. So it'll be quite challenging for some because you'll have to readjust and readjust. Take what makes sense and what doesn't. Have fun throwing it out the window. So always use the balance. Always use the balance. If you're just going too much one way, your scale is off and you feel off. Balance it back with the other side. You're always going to be in a duality within. Now make those two parts agree. There's really 4 parts, but we'll start with 2. Ancestors, Creator, Divine Source, Universe, Angels, Guides. For as much as my channel can be clear and open, allow the message to come through for those that are seeking this message. Stop being distracted. You're distracting yourself. Maybe the emotions that are coming up to the surface are also distracting you because we think that we're in the same situations as before. But no, it's a different level. There was a tiny piece of info that was missing. You figured out this and you figured out that part, right? There's a line, but there was this little piece missing. And that's why you're going through it. This little piece that you needed to release. And that's the part that needs to be felt. That was the part that no one wanted to feel, right? Because it's painful. I know when flowers and trees grow, it looks effortless. But they're always absorbing the light and they're making sure that the roots are using the fertilizer. They're not denying the fertilizer. They need that for growth. So they learned how to alchemize that. We need to become like that tree or that plant. All the examples are around us. The world is benevolent. They're always helping. We think it's not benevolent because of the interactions we have with other people. But even Abraham Hicks explains that you're always going to be filtering through what you do want, what you don't want, what you do want, what you don't want. That's the ups and downs, the waves of life. If you practice the art of allowance, which is surrender and radical acceptance, if you practice the serenity prayer, there's things that is not in your control. Even though in the past it seemed like, oh, you have control over this. But then when you go inside, you're like, oh, geez, I was being manipulative. That's why people were going away from me. That's why, because there's an energetic communication. It's like a magnet, right? The North and South Pole. It's either it attracts or it repels. And it depends on your energy, your vibration. And the way to attain the vibration of choice is to keep your mind steady, stable, peaceful. Bring your consciousness down into your heart and then push all the pain through there. Breathe it out. That's where they say use the breathing methods. Okay. Oh, someone had asked me to help. Give it a moment. Maybe in this reading you'll get an answer. This goes for Michelle. Okay. Let's see what we got. We're gonna start with... okay. They said Kipper. Let's see some of the scenarios that are going on. So we're starting the reading at 16 minutes in. So welcome to your reading collective. We're starting off with the Kipper to see what kind of scenarios are going on. There's a thief in your vicinity. This thief is bringing a message of concern. And this message of concern is pertaining to a privileged lady. Maybe you're the privileged lady, maybe you're the thief. Whatever is going on here, let's see what the 5 cards. Or is that it? That's it, they said. Is it? So, that's it. Okay. Let's see what's going on with the Heaven and Hell Oracle. What's going on with this thief? Let's get... Ooh, clarifier. It didn't fall. It's still in. We're using the Heaven and Hell Oracle. Alright. This thief... Fraud and misrepresentation. You see it? That's the influence they're under. Okay, what else? Traitors and conspiracy. So, they're also operating by... Oh, can you see it? Traitors and conspiracy. This is all for the thief. Neglecting duties. Ooh. Neglecting duties. Cowardly action. This thief is taking cowardly action towards you. And they see themselves as a self-made person. So if I look at this thief is not representing themselves as they truly are. They act like a friend to you, but really they're a traitor. They're just trying to gather information or get what they can from you. And then the message of concern is they will create conspiracies around you. So you could be this privileged lady. They're also neglecting their duty, their divine duty to be kind to each other, the divine duty to live and let live. They're taking cowardly action towards you. Making you feel like they're trying to send messages or something, and they're trying to make you feel like, oh, well, I'm all this, and you should be respecting me, and you should be giving to me everything that I ask. Not even considering in their head that this other person has their own free will. You can't do that to people. Alright, what's the message of concern about? Oh, they said to choose something else. They said to choose something else. What's the message of concern? Alright, we'll use the dark astrology or black moon astrology or something like that it's called. Message of concern says Pluto, number 11, transformation. Mercury retrograde, reinvention, and Saturn, truth. Alright. Message of concern has to do with your transformation, your reinvention, and your truth. This is what they're using by conspiracy. They're trying to change or play with words. Try to have you think a certain way about a person, probably because they felt betrayed. But what's happening is you're going through a transformation. It's like you're going through a internal Mercury retrograde, reinvention. Mercury's the planet of communication. So if it's in retrograde, maybe you've stepped away from having any communication with anyone that would have the energy of this thief. And as you're sitting there with the planet, Saturn, within you, wherever Saturn is in your chart, whatever it's in, this is your truth. It could be something to work on, because Saturn is the planet of lessons. Like, what is it that you need to find out about yourself inside that needs healing, that needs balancing? Okay. So for numbers, we got 11, 51, and 6. So 11 is a master number, master manifester. So they're not, okay. And 51, 5 plus 1 is a 6. So you're reinventing yourself by discovering your own truth. There's a message of concern, which is number 14, which is a 5. So there's big transformation coming. Because number 5 is a catalyst energy that creates big changes. So there is big changes going on. Now, which one are we using for tarot? Okay. Ay. My cards are all slipping because I'm on a bed. Try to stick them so they don't fall over. Alright, privileged lady, what's going on with her? Ooh. Oh, things are moving real fast, and things are getting grounded for this privileged lady. Privileged lady is number 12, which is also, it comes down to a number 3. She is balancing her Holy Trinity. That is the truth that's going on. And because she's doing that, everything she's passionate about is moving real fast. Like, alright. What else do we have? There's one that came out like that. I'll take it. Ooh, judgment. Judgment. She's being called, she or he, it doesn't matter. Like, take it as it resonates for you. This is card number 20. She's being called by the divine to rise up, to raise her energy, to allow the divine to make her new again, to basically clear the slate of the past. This thief doesn't like it. They want you to stay in where they're at, so they'll always use the misrepresentation, create conspiracies, trying to put sticks in your wheels so you don't go forward, but they won't be able to do it. She's an empress. She is in full creative mode. It's number 3 again. So this privileged lady, for numbers that connect, this privileged lady is the empress, and number 3 is for major arcana. Alright, so this is one of the collective messages. Take what resonates. Whatever doesn't, have fun throwing it out the window. Alright, let's put the toys away. Let's see what else comes out. So that was the first narrative. Let's see what else there is. Okay, what do we got for another narrative? We'll use the Kipper again for the storyline. Whoa, something flipped. Uh-oh. Starts off with a coffin. Number 19. So there's something that's coming to an end. And 9 plus 1 is a 10, which reduces down to a 1, which is new beginnings. So this ending, and it's a very nice picture of, you know, even with the glass window in the back with the rose, like, it's a compassionate end. It was like, okay, you did everything on that side, now it's time to let it go. And you're going into a brand new adventure. After that, House comes out, and that's number 20, which is a 2. So we have a sequence. 1, 2. Let's see what's else. And then we have 28, which is another 10. Expectation. So let's get some clarifiers on this. Coffin. Let's start with Heaven and Hell Oracle to get clarifiers. Alright, there's 2. It came up. Political authority. Mikhail. Political authorities. This is the angel. Earlier it was the devil, but this one's the angel. That's how it came out. So there's justice being done and a balancing, harmony, balancing that comes from putting an end to this. Whatever it is. And it says patience. Because maybe not everything is totally done yet. So that's what we have for that. And then for the house, we have third house, messages. 27, it's a 9. 2, 9. Okay, so house could be your own temple, your body, and there's messages coming through after you've put an end to that part. So go see what, if you want to, go see what is in the third house of your astrology. There's messages coming through, or someone will literally receive a message or a letter or something to their house. Lunar eclipse change. There's been a lot of changes since the last lunar eclipse. That's when everything kind of, whoa, and people are actually putting an end to whatever it is that popped up that they didn't want in their life anymore. And they asked the help of the divine, and now they're being told to just have patience while things line up. Get out of your own way. You will know on the inside of you, because you'll have the message come through that these changes are afoot, that they are going on. It's number 43, which is unknown. What kind of changes these things will be. And then with the tarot, expectation, and it's card number 28, which comes to a 10, which reduces to a 1, and it's new beginnings. There's an expectation that there's something brand new coming. So let's get some tarot clarifiers. Oh, okay, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. After you put an end to all this, It could be putting an end to leftover shadow work. And you'll receive the messages, intuitive promptings, that there's change coming, or that change has been going on. This is more of validation more than future. However, for some of you, you're still waiting, so it does say have patience for those of you that it applies to. You got the Ten of Cups coming to you. You kind of expected it. It's like, okay, it's my turn now. Anything else for expectations? Ooh, a few. Depends what kind of expectation you have. Here's little old Sneaky coming through. Probably trying to put a damper on your emotional fulfillment. Probably trying to get in the way between you and your divine counterpart. But what's going to happen to them is they're going to end up in a lack mentality. And the truth of it all will come out. Or it has to do with someone that's an air sign. Alright. That is the second scenario. Let's see what else we got. Put my toys away. Okay. One more narrative, and then we'll see what else we got. One more. Ooh. Change. Number 9. Number 9 is the number of endings. Tying up loose ends. It's kind of like fall time. Getting everything ready for introspection so you can build up a brand new beginning. So change is the first one. There's a lot of change going on since it's been a couple weeks there. There's change, and then there's an official person, number 22. You could be that official person. 22 is a master number builder. It's a master number, and it's the master builder. And one more. Ooh, maybe. Okay. Concerning a mature man. There's change happening. There's this official person coming in, and it's about this mature man, and it's card number 5. He could be the one that had a message of concern. Alright, let's see what the change is about with the Heaven and Hell Oracle. What do we got for this change? Okay. There's eloquence, knowledge of good and evil. That's part of the changes. Love and submission, rectification, desire for knowledge, purification. So, this change is very eloquent. It's well made, of course. It's the divine that lines it up. In this change, many of you will discover the knowledge between good and evil within you, because you can't see on the outside properly unless you know what it is on the inside first, or else you're just going by assumption. Love and submission. So whatever it is that you discover in these changes, some of you are asked to just love and surrender to the universe, the guidance. There's a rectification going on. The angels are taking care of that for you through these changes. You may have a desire for knowledge. You may ask the divine to help you with whatever it is that you seek to know. And there's a purification going on for many of you. Purification. Okay. Alright, what do we have for official person? Let's see what that has to do with. There's changes concerning changes, and this official person, a master builder. Maybe a master builder is changing this mature man's mind. Ooh. This official person, 12th house, 36, 9, which is another ending. Escape. This official person is making sure that you don't escape. Because that's what they do, right? There's a solar eclipse, revolution. There's revolution going on about that. Card 44. It's like justice is working in your favor. These changes are bringing you to build a revolution against those that tried to escape your truth or the truth. This official person, 7th house, partners. Maybe you're getting together with an official person. Then we have 6th house, routine. And then we have part of fortune increase, but it came in the reverse. This came in the reverse. It is another number 9. We'll get all the numbers together here. And then we have Jupiter returns benefits. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's number 4. There's a balancing happening here. That'll come whenever Jupiter returns. That's when you'll reap the benefit if you want a little bit of a timing. And what's the clarifier about this mature man? Things are moving real fast for this mature man. Ooh, Devil and Hangman. Wow. Moving real fast. And gotta stay aware. The Devil's there, a little temptation. And the other side of it is the divine will put you in the tree. Hang you upside down so you may find clarity. Your world might be going very fast. This mature man's world might be going very fast. Very fast. This mature man here. Things are moving along very fast. There's some temptation here, maybe old ways of being. So the divine is turning your whole life upside down. So you may see the wisdom of your past actions. There is an official person here that's putting you in your place. And this official person knows that you want to escape. That you tried to escape. But then the sun was put on you as an eclipse. Like it showed the outer rim of you. Like you could see inside the dark on the middle. And it's number 44. Tried to escape these changes. And this official person, this official person could be this mature man's spiritual probation officer without knowing it. And they know that this mature man has been trying to escape being caught. And then the eclipse just made, like the eclipse, it's and number 44. The ascended masters came and eclipsed this person out of your life so that a revolution can start. The revolution is the karma they're eating right now. This has to do with 7th house. This person wasn't very nice when they dealt with partners. I mean, they had a good routine, but fortune increase, things were not balanced. But the benefits will come back when Jupiter returns. Okay. Alright, that is for this narrative. Take what resonates and whatever doesn't. Have fun throwing it out the window. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. Alright. And this goes here. Alright, what do we got? Brand new beginnings for some. Woo! I'm going to do the regular tarot here. Get a collective read, a general. They said to light it up again. Okay. Now that we have revealed what's going on in the collective for little mini stories. I like calling them mini stories. What do we... Oh! 3 of Pentacles. First one. Card of cooperation. That's the immediate past. There was some cooperation. Ooh. And then... something happened. Because then you ended up being in the 2 of Swords. You just shut out the whole world. That recently happened. You shut out the whole world. You have a choice to make. Mentally, emotionally, physically, blocked everything around you. Why? So you can gain clarity. It seems like this is like mental fog. There's a whole bunch of cups to choose from. Some of them are good for you, some of them are not. So this one speaks about the present moment. That's why you had to shut everything off, so you can regain your own sense of self and then really look at all the options that are being presented. So what's for the immediate future here? Okay. Oh. Once you make up your mind, there'll be offers. That's whatever it is, someone's taking action. Could be you or another. Actually, it's another, because the way it shows up, it shows up like that. So, once you make up your decision, which cup is yours, then you're going to bring that cup where it belongs. You're going to go on your journey. Maybe you're seeking for love. You're taking action on that. And at the end, maybe it wasn't the right choice and you're going to choose to walk away from things that are not emotionally fulfilling. And instead, you're going to turn towards your passions, and you're waiting for your ships to come in. Look what's behind there, the sun. So the best bet right now is not to go bring that love elsewhere. It's to bring it within. Alright, what do you want for clarifier? Oh yeah, sacred geometry. That's the one. Okay, let's see what we got. This one I may have to read because I don't do it very often. But it'll be great for clarifiers. What do we have for a clarifier for the 3 of... Okay. For the 3 of Pentacles, what was going on was... I don't know if you could see it. Oh, it's so white. It says conflict. There's some conflict going on. So let's go read it. This is the clarifier for the 3 of Pentacles. While you were interacting in the 3D with other people, there's conflict that arose. So let's go see here. Let's go to the table of contents. And this is the number 8. $45. Chapter 8. Number 8 is infinity. Oh. Alright. Reverse. When it appears in reverse in a reading, the hexagram suggests that the pattern you are creating has come to a parting of the ways. Like arrows, the 2 triangles before you point in 2 different directions, and choosing one means giving up the other. In practical divination, this card reverse generally means that someone in the situation is trying to have his or her cake and eat it too. Like it or not, a choice needs to be made between the alternatives. There are times when it's possible to get everything desirable out of a situation, but this isn't one of them. There are other times when trying to have everything may leave you with nothing at all. And this may well be one of those. Make a choice and make it cleanly. And keep in mind that crying over spilled milk doesn't help you any more than it helps the milk. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got for the 2 of Swords. Oh. The golden proportion. Harmony. Ooh, number 27. It's a 9. There is harmony that's coming from this ending. You made a choice. Now you shut yourself off. You made a choice. You separated yourself from all this conflict. So this is number 27. $167 is a 6. It's balance. Harmony. Cool. 167. The golden proportion. When it appears upright in a reading, the golden proportion suggests that the design you have drawn has achieved the rare quality of inner harmony. It relates to itself and to the world around it. With harmony, consistency, and beauty, this is a time to sit back and contemplate a job well done. So be proud of yourself to actually have made the choice to remove yourself from conflict. In practical divination, this card upright means success, pure and simple, with no drawbacks or limitations whatsoever. It's the best omen in the oracle. It means that you have done, are doing, or are planning to do the right thing at the right time in the right situation, and the results will unfold from that in perfect harmony. So you taking a step away, considering everything, and have made a choice, because 2 are choices. It's saying you're making the right choice right now. Okay? Congrats. So you removed yourself from the conflict. You chose not to be in that anymore. The dodecahedron. Dodecahedron. Okay, 29. So that's the clarifier for the 7 of Cups. Okay, 29. 179. 17, back to an 8. Okay, 179. Alright. Dodecahedron. Okay. Oh, the upright is transcendence. When it appears upright in a reading, the dodecahedron suggests that the design on your tracing board has become a framework for energies descending from the spiritual levels of being. In ancient thought, a temple was understood as a vessel for spiritual presence. In this sense, the plan you have drawn outlines a temple, and subtle powers are beginning to set the curtains shimmering and the incense a swirl. In practical divination, this card upright means that the situation is being shaped by spiritual influences. Okay. It's like a magical talisman. Suggests a temple or a shrine, one which the divinity is very much present and active, whether you understand what is happening or not. This is a good time to try to move along with it rather than trying to pursue your own idea of what should happen. Okay, this makes sense. Since this represents your vessel, your whole temple, and you're receiving the spiritual influence. Look at that, there's 7 cups. Think about your 7 chakras. When they're aligned, when you make the right decisions and everything, and you clear all the crap, and like you're aligned, so that way the divine can fill each one of these cups with exactly what you need for the rest of your journey. Very nice. Okay, clarifier for the Knight of Cups taking action. Where'd you go? Completeness. Card 14. You feel complete on your own, taking this action of carrying your love with you and just being love, right? Not necessarily giving it to anybody, you're just being. This card 14. 83. Dodecagram. Dodecagram. Okay. Maybe I'm not saying it right, but that's okay. Upright meaning completeness. When it appears upright in a reading, the dodecagram suggests that the design before you is approaching completion. It's a good time to pay attention to the lines you haven't finished drawing and the patterns you've once penciled in. Concerning the Knight of Cups, feeling complete, there may be some things to let go of, so you could be free. If there's anything you plan on including that haven't yet put into your design, it's likely to be now or never. And also Cups represents like your emotional health, right? If there's things you can do to implement now to help you become better for yourself, implement those now. In practical divination, this card upright means that the situation is moving towards its final stages. More attention may need to be paid to the details and the fine print, even if this means leaving the bigger picture to take care of itself for a while. At the time, it's often a sign of approaching success, especially if other cards in the reading bear this out. Yeah, transcendence and completeness. You have the supporting card before, and let's see if we got a supporting card after. What's the clarifier for the Eight of Cups, which is walking away from what is emotionally not fulfilling? Unfolding. The Spiral, card 21. So, you walking away from things that are not emotionally fulfilling is something that is unfolding in your life. It's like you're putting a final end to that within. Not on the outside of you. Within. Okay, 21. 129. The Spiral. Upright meaning unfolding. When it appears upright in a reading, the spiral suggests that the design you have begun to draw upon your tracing board has much to unfold. If you allow it to follow the directions and dynamics it has already set in motion. Just as the oak unfolds from an acorn, the smallest portion of a spiral's arc already contains the full outward sweep of the finished spiral in potential. Follow that potential and your design will unfold as it should. Yeah. You know how you know this is not good for you, or you know that's not good for you, you know you shouldn't be doing this. This is the time to actually put an end to that. And not just keep saying, oh, I know. I'll eventually do it. No, this is the time the universe is saying, time to do that thing. In practical divination, this card upright often means that whatever it represents is in the early stages of a process. One that may lead you much further than you expect. It is usually a favorable sign unless you're asking whether something can be quickly brought to an end. So, leaving things that are not emotionally fulfilling, it's a process. You'll go through it as in waves. You'll start putting some things, then you'll rise up, then there'll be something else to let go, rise up, something else to let go, rise up, so on and so forth. Okay? So you're at the beginning of it. The spiral upright counsels patience, attentiveness, and a sensitivity to context so that the spiral patterns of the future can unfold in their own way. In a good way. Alright, let's get one clarifier for our Three of Wands and the Sun card. Let's see what we got. Patience, focus, surrender to the process, accept what comes to you, or no, accept what you discover of yourself. The Sphere, infinity. Card 31. Unknowability. It's not in reverse. There's no reverse. Unless they made a typo. Card 31. $195. The Sphere. So it appeared in the upright, infinity. When it appears upright in a reading, the sphere suggests that the design you have drawn upon your tracing board leads out endlessly in all directions, like a map with edges that borders on the unknown. The possibilities that are open to you right now are limitless for all practical purposes, although it's worth remembering that the longest journey around the surface of a sphere is the one that eventually leads you home again. So that's the clarifier for you're waiting for your ships to come in. You'll be waiting and waiting and waiting. But the sun is there. It's a forever unfolding to infinity. So you'll never be done letting go of things that that no longer emotionally fulfills you. And you'll always be waiting for the good to come in. Okay, let's see what it says. In practical divination, this card upright means that the possibilities before you are greater than you have any way of imagining. So whatever it is that's coming, you don't even know, but it's even better than what you thought. You don't even know. So just go with it. This is often a positive sign in divination, although it can mean that you're getting into something much bigger than you think. In some ways, the message of the sphere upright is like that of card number 1, the unmarked card. For there is a common theme of limitlessness, where the unmarked card is simply undefined, though the sphere leads out into immeasurable realities that have already taken shape and only wait for your arrival. And wands are passion. It's also an action card. It's a 3. Keep yourself in a good way. Keep your balance, your holy trinity. Your nurturing aspect, protective aspect, and your divine aspect. Put them together. The sun will shine on you to infinity and beyond. Wow, what a nice reading. I did not know I went over a certain amount of time. Alright, collective, this has been your reading. So, thank you very much. I'm Tina, and we'll see you in the next reading.